the name of a town? I thought I'd heard of it.
Yeah, it's a small town.
So the the footballer at the airport was actually named part of him, George Best. That's what it's actually called now, Best Center.
It's the same with New York neighborhoods. Brooklyn and Harlem are actually coming from Dutch city names. I lived really close to Harlem, the real one.
Good
Looks
evening.
like Gonzo's already down.
No, I'm over the lights right now.
I'm just lining up for final.
I'm just real slow because we've got that strong wind coming towards us, so flaps will probably not be needed.
You still got a bit of runway.
You guys are approaching like you're in TBM, dude. Come on, look at what I'm doing.
You're a madman.
Shortcut. Oh no, I mean...
If you like sort of stop halfway at the airport on the runway, that would be fine. You know, we could just take off from
What
there.
we should do is just nose
Otherwise-
dive onto the runway.
If you want,
Land on the numbers.
there you
That
are,
works.
Nathan.
Perfect tail wheel. That's been a long time since I did that.
It's easy, just land at stall. You should be beeping by the time you're touching down.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
look where I landed. Before the numbers.
But it's a real fine line between doing the tail wheel landing and getting wing stall to either left or right.
Wait, you gotta time it right. The beeping should occur just prior to touching down, then...
Yeah, you're 100% right. Like, whenever we were doing it for real, like, the instructor always tell us if you aren't beating, you're doing something wrong.
Well, it depends on this plane, a tail wheel plane, yeah, but in a TBM, not necessarily.
If it starts beeping there, it means you're gonna hurt your spine.
Alright. What are you guys setting your prop RPM to? Like,
I have it to 91.
yeah, the same. And your mixture, I have it 75.
Here
I have mine at 100, all in, baby.
High climb.
Wow. Impressive landing.
Right, we'll wait till everyone's down now. Thank you.
Well, the wind gauge it shows like two numbers. I guess one of them's like your headwind and one of them's your crosswind or something.
Yeah, well, it's a 16 knot crosswind now.
Yeah, when I'm on the ground, it
map.
says no wind data. When I'm on the ground.
You hit your old tunnel there.
There's this guy called Diesel Drinker, and he's just flying like a drunk man. That's quite funny.
Yep.
I wonder is that Kevin in disguise. So the next airport is Newton Ards that we're going to. It's actually quite a tradition for pilots to do their first cross-country too. Basically from Belfast City to Newton Ards, that's how you get your cross-country badge of honour. Basically because instead there's a grass runway and also an asphalt runway. So the instructors usually scare the crap out of you and take you on the grass runway for the first time.
I don't know. According to Little Nav, I see two asphalts. Actually, three asphalts.
There is a grass one there. It's just for like sort of gliders and stuff like that there, but you can land on it as well.
It's not showing up a Little Nav.
It's not always accurate sometimes.
Right.
So we'll just wait till everyone's down.
So your cross-country flight is 7 nautical miles, that's it?
Just as your first run, because that's going to be your first solo flight, you know, and then obviously your cross-country flight proper is a lot longer, obviously.
Oh, it gets better. There's a neighborhood called Dundonald.
Oh yeah, that's where we have the ice rink and it's a full-size Olympic ice rink there. So That's where you usually go to play your ice hockey and all that there.
It's
like.
also funny because it's not always done.
Right, is everyone down? I think we are.
Yep.
Right, well we'll go to the next airport. Next airport is Newton which is EGAD, and we're going to be running, or sorry, EGAC, and we're D for 114 degrees for 6.7 miles. Just a slow left turn out of here, just about halfway down the runway, and if you're all ready,
Go for it.
flaps 1, full part, and brakes.
Only rocking about 33 frames right now.
Yeah, the well optimized around here, like, to be fair. I got about 40 at Aldergrove usually. That's
Just giving the higher car guy a quick wave. That's the guy I usually see when I'm there.
My graphics card's drivers keeps updating lately, so perhaps I had to rechange the settings. But
I think I have to please all the cyberpunk whiners.
yeah,
I'm
Wow.
happy with Cyberpunk. It's not buggy at all with me.
Yeah, I got nothing but good things to say over here.
I might get
I'm playing on PS4.
a base PS4 that they're like taking off the marketplace, or a PS4 Pro.
Yep, they took it off of PlayStation Store altogether.
Base PS4, but I had it pre-order, and I've had some minor buggy issues, yeah, but nothing major like I've seen in some posts and screenshots.
Yeah, but
nothing at
how
all.
do you like dealing with the like Sega Genesis like graphics with it?
Well, if you turn off chromatic aberration, motion blur, and one other thing, it's actually quite bearable.
Variables in like 720p.
No, bearable as in it's something in between GTA 5 and Fallout, so yeah, at least 720p. There's just a slightly reduced frame rate, but I guess that's gonna be solved in future patches.
So we're going to go for, you can go for either runway 21, which is over the left hand side, or we can go for 33, which will take you out to the lock and you can backtrack there. Either is fine.
2-1 would be favorable with the winds right now.
Yeah, with the winds it would be.
You say the number says 26 and 3 for my wind gauge, but I don't know if it's a headwind or a tailwind or like a crosswind from the right or a crosswind from my left. It doesn't say that. Or wait, maybe it does. Like the arrows, the way they're pointing.
Yeah.
That,
When it's pointing obviously to the right, that means it's a crosswind to your right. Like, you know, it's, you know, if you
from
look-
your left to your right, right?
Yeah.
And if the other arrow's down, that means it's a headwind, right?
So you just seem to find windmills, my boy.
What's that?
You didn't see those windmills there?
No,
I just had to do a quick lap around that one.
I almost missed the runway.
Yeah, you may have to do a quick lap just to get your height down. Or to go on 065 out a wee bit and then back in, if you know what
I'm
I
gonna
mean.
do the shorty, whatever runway that's called.
Approach.
I think it's like 10. Is that right?
Alright, go ahead.
Alright.
I'm trying this approach way. If you overshoot, you end up in the lake. It looks fun.
08, yep. V2.
08 crosswind it.
Oh shit, I'm right above you. Oh shit.
And I managed to land before the threshold line. That must be one of my shortest stalls ever.
I'm coming
Oh,
in for
shit.
2-1.
Oh crap. Ah, shit, I'm kind of off here. Oh man, that was windy.
Yeah.
I'm in the grass.
If you take 08, there's a lot of crosswind.
Yeah, I can tell. I was like mainly pedals. I wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, you really want to use the rudder on that one. I had full rudder.
Yeah, I was, but it still wasn't. I almost tipped over. I was like, shit. Man.
Oh, and then nearly ahead on with somebody coming in from the other
It's a
line.
good practice for Sayambachi tomorrow. Tomorrow's flight. There's gonna be a lot of crashes there.
Just watch that wee house there. The 9 crashed into it.
Ooh.
Taking off runway.
We can take off from 2-1 because we're just then straight out approach, you know. We can backtrack.
See how 2-1 go.
We've also things that my flying system replaced by an AI at this point.
See how
I don't
it's.
know what I did there. I came in on the wrong runway.
Damn.
You took 8.
I was coming in with that 20 knot headwind or tailwind at that time, so it screwed me up.
I would put a crosswind was fun as well. I'm so lazy to stream stuff, so I always just fill up my time.
Don't worry, I do the same. Next one, it's hard to call it an airplane like really, but you'll know what I mean when we get there. Just wait for everyone to land.
I'm coming down right now.
It's close to Ballynahinch or whatever it's pronounced like.
It's called Ballynahinch.
Wow.
Like you do a silent Y, you know, so it's like Ballin, and then Hinch just on the.
I also see Down Patrick, so there must have been a guy living there that was called Patrick, and everyone said, let's go have some beers down at Patrick's, and that's how they ended up calling the place.
There would be quite a lot of horse racing down there. It would be, well, not like Aintree, but that would be where the sort of like horse racing and stuff would go on as well. And
Okay.
obviously, and you've obviously got Dublin as well, where you go. No.
Yeah, I've been to the horse races in Warwick, put some bets on as well.
I think that's everyone down, is it?
Everyone's down.
Yep, right. Well, the next airport's going to be Slieve Crop Airfield. It's going to be a heading of 215.
Alright.
It's roughly about 17 nautical miles, and the wind's around 208 for 53 at the minute. Everyone's ready. Flaps 1.
It's gonna be a crosswind either way.
Yep. Full power.
This would be a good way to good stall competition because we have a headwind. Headwind like a
And back off.
Look at that, already airborne.
These things are a gift though, like you only need 2 stages of flaps to lift.
You only need like 40 knots indicated, which is like 25 knots at this crosswind. Actual.
I was taking off at 30 knots indicated, and as soon as I got live airspeed, I was off.
Nice.
I actually never used flaps for takeoff on this thing.
Same here. Special when you have good winds.
Either full or nothing on flaps while taking off.
Full flaps would slow you down though, wouldn't they?
But it takes off. It keeps you off the ground.
It does.
I guess depends how short the field is. The shorter the field, the more flaps you'll need.
Yep.
On a cub, to be honest, you don't need the flaps. I always take off without flaps. I can take off just anywhere just by adjusting the trim. Just go.
But you'll need it. You'll need them for the Nepal airstrips, 100%.
So the next airstrip it would be sort of like used for skydiving and stuff. There's actually a couple of skydiving airstrips here, so if there's any fallen human beings while we're going in, don't knock them down now. Like
It just scares me. Irish jumping out of a plane.
I want to see since this virus thing is sort of going on. I want to do it now. Yeah, I want to actually go like even on a tandem dive, you know, just to learn what it's like, you know, because I actually have a fear of heights, believe it or not, as a pilot. Having a fear of heights is a bit of a joke, like, but because I'm in control of the plane, I'm satisfied that I'm not scared enough, if you know what I mean.
I have to say,
You just got yourself to blame then.
Yeah, if I was to climb the Empire State Building and look over the edge, I would be trapping in pants, basically.
same for me, but I can get it, you know, flight level 390, look out the window and I'm fine.
Yeah.
Actually, it's funny, in VR, you could actually get scared looking out your window.
Oh, I noticed that with Ace Combat. The
Yeah.
first couple of times I would just feel it in my stomach, especially when I was making high G turns.
Yeah.
I would just feel it in my stomach. It was so nice.
Yeah. Yeah, you know,
There's a wee feet. Sorry, there's a wee feet here halfway here, but that's not the airport. Just keep going for another about 10 nautical miles or so.
cool. You know, there was when I was in Japan, they had a VR experience, they called Plank Experience. You can actually buy it for Oculus now, but they warn you if you chicken out, you get no refund. It's like, yo, out on a plank and retrieve someone's pet. I think it's called Richie's Plank Experience. I mean, you can buy it.
I did one that was like a giant swing that would swing you up over a city, and yeah, that one was bad as well.
I was all up to buy the Oculus too, but then obviously they made the Facebook account link mandatory, you know, and then, you know, that sort of bummed me a wee bit, you know, because if you get banned in Facebook,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, you lose your VR if you get banned from Facebook.
Yeah, but you really got to be trying to get banned from Facebook, you know. They don't just...
Probably.
Not really. Some people.
I mean, I've had my Facebook account for 13 years and I've not ever been suspended or banned.
I know some people because they post like political shit a lot. Some people got banned because of it, or a strong opinion on a matter. But I mean, I stay away from that shit on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to be involved in that, like, on there. Twitter's a place for it whenever you can directly tag the person.
I still love the fact that literally both Facebook and Twitter basically posted that little thingy under everything that Trump and his guys were saying, like election
Yeah.
fraud and stuff, and that was
It's
that was
disputed.
quite a nice
yeah.
slap on the hands.
Yeah.
I think the problem was they saw the first Spitting Image episode and realised it may not be Trump after all. It may be just his rear end tweeting.
So you guys think that Biden will reinstitute a healthcare system similar to Obama's?
Well, I just think he'll reinstitute sanity. That's what I'm most looking
Yeah,
forward to.
that's already important, yes.
And I think your relationship with you guys will be repaired. I think you guys are happy that Trump lost as well.
Yeah.
But I don't know, but Boris Johnson, man, I don't know. I'm glad he's not the leader of the free world.
I mean, exactly at the point where I was considering moving to the States to try and get a working visa and stuff for there.
Well,
Is when Trump said, like, yeah, we're only gonna hand out a ridiculously low amount of working visas this year. There was, I think, for the entire year, only 5,000 working visas being handed out or something like that. I thought that's ridiculous.
And we're supposed to be the land of opportunity, and it just seems like we're being more xenophobic than ever.
I can't really say much about our government because I actually work for them. Well, and I work on,
Well, you're not allowed to say anything about it, I guess?
well, political opinions could get, like, you know, so they could.
Yeah, order.
1-6 or 3-4? What is
So now
Well,
you can
one-
understand me how I felt when I was flying Brussels, Liverpool, and I was flying home fans that had just been to the Real Madrid Liverpool Champions League final. And I'm a Real Madrid fan, so I went on board with the Real Madrid jackets, and the entire plane was looking at me in a very, very, very pissed off way.
Oh no. Wait, you fly EasyJet in commercial?
No, I was flying as cabin crew on Ryanair.
Oh right. Like an internal flight with just with.
No, he said he was actually cabin crew. He's one of the wee gay fellas up at the top serving you drinks.
Ouch.
See, this is good to know, because if I ever have Nova on board and there's an emergency, he will be the last one to deboard the aircraft.
Well, how are you guys smoking? Were you just traveling like VNE or something, like 140 or something? I'm like 100. I'm in the same contract.
Because the original question, I think 1.6 works better with the wind than it'll be in our backside.
Yeah, I got that. Let's see.
Someone already landed. I heard someone's ATC go off there.
Just so you guys know, they say there's 4 oxygen bottles on board a 737. It's actually a lie. One of them is carbon monoxide for annoying passengers.
But to be fair, I don't think that most of us usually cares or whatever gets there fastest, but I'm usually about 2,700 or so, you know, just
Yeah, mine's maxed out at 2.7, keeps turning white and colours.
that's why you see our spread of planes are kind of hectic at the minute.
On the other side, I have to admit, flying English Liverpool fans is an absolute laugh, because they just start singing on board, they start making a huge party out of the flight, so that's really, really nice.
Did you like flew right after a game, a match had ended or something in a big football city?
Yeah, it was the Champions League final, which my favourite team won, and I was flying the fans of the opposing team. And even though they lost, they were at first when they saw my Real Madrid jacket, they were looking at me angry. But then after a couple of beers on board, they just started singing and having fun.
Well, you'd love to know where I had one of my interviews. Actually, I actually had it at the Etihad Stadium, so that one of my interviews for working over there many moons ago, so that. The size of that place is massive, like, it's, like, you know...
Anfield or Bernabeu?
No, Man City's main ground, Etihad Stadium. Like, you go in, and it was still a building site, you know, whenever I was there, you know, but even with the stadium complete, you know, there's so much construction still going on around it, like, with that TV, what they call it, like, TV land or something, I think they call it, or something weird.
I don't see a runway anywhere.
Yeah, but it's not really a runway concept. Tell you.
So it's that grass
The
field
road
to
looks
the
more
left
inviting.
on the road.
Yeah, basically that grass field. This is one of Kev's spots.
Is it to the left or to the right of the road? I think it's to the right, huh?
I just sort of landed in the field, you know, before.
Well, either way, I'm coming in sideways, so...
I am too at the minute. I'm just going to tweak my rudder a wee bit.
Another happy landing.
Dear God, I hope I don't OS.
We got
That's
Bob Ross
really
in here
nice.
for landings and stuff.
That's a really nice crosswind.
That is a proper crosswind.
And Nova's died. I would probably be better going up to the top and coming down. So if you want to go up to the top of the runway, just
I actually want to fly this one again. That's a really lovely cluster.
game was sort of like basically completely to the side for me. Wasn't for you guys.
Same.
Yeah, plenty of rudder action, and the grass is all waving about it. It's cool.
The thing I hate about most is taxiing because you never get that happy medium because they're too slow.
Oh, yeah. How come when you're on the ground, there's no wind data on your map? You guys getting that, or?
I'm getting 26 knots showing on little knob.
Oh, a little down. I'm setting it in your cockpit. I meant to say.
33.
Uh,
500.
Well, the Garmin only registered light flight wind. So once you take off, it will register, not on ground. On ground, then you use the ATC for that information.
So I guess your wind gauge just has to figure out, like, I don't know how. I guess it's figured out by a difference in like your speed versus indicated versus actual or something like that, or I don't know, an altitude.
My rudder's just being here. Or wasn't it?
If you had a glider here, that would be fun.
Except they probably wouldn't be flying today.
Just give me a second, lad.
I mean, yeah, they could fly the thermals, but still, if the wind is strong enough, it should still allow them to float for quite a while.
But how do you look at the wind speed right now? Is it just a little now? Oh, never mind. I think it says it like
a little now, 26 knots.
it says 29 and 217 on the.
Yeah, it might be slightly different. When you're talking these wind speeds, 25, 26, if it's 2 or 3 more, it's still gonna be hard to land.
Is that why we flew this route?
Takeoff games.
I don't ever crash on takeoff. Landing is always the hardest part.
Right, is everyone down then? We're not going down. What way are you ones going? Just going sideways, are you? It's just going to run down the hill, lads? Or what way do you want to go?
Well, we're all lined up on 1-6.
If you go to outside view, you can actually hear the wind going past.
Right, one.
Yeah, they can.
You can see all
Yes,
the
little man.
grass is giving it a wobble as well, make you feel drunk.
Are you sure you're not just drunk?
Well, could be that as well.
Alright then, if everyone's down and ready. Yep.
Gonna take lots of rudder to get off here.
No, it's not that bad actually for takeoff. It's way worse for landing.
And we'll be taking a left turn right here. Course heading 199.
Ah, the good old NASCAR takeoff. Making a left turn.
And this is for about 14 nautical miles. And the wind's at 29 knots at the minute. Easterly.
Clouds look amazing here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing I do like here is the clouds. They seem to be a wee bit fine. I think that's because they knew that that's what Northern Ireland weather's like. They needed it to be perfect.
Oh, one Ireland, you mean, right?
Oh, get me started. I'm very pro UK, obviously, because of. So this one should be just a normal strip, and I think probably 3 big.
Oh no, the bomb fell out the window.
Oh shit, let me catch it.
Can you imagine you're just walking down the street and suddenly you just get hit by a bomb? Now I understand now I understand Cypress Hill.
It would make sense to me because it'd be like today. It must be my birthday.
Now, I'm gonna admit something here. I tried a bong once at a friend's house, and like, they all take it like religiously, like, you know, the bongs at their parties and everything, right? But I took it, and like, whatever way they made it or whatever, you know, the way you end up, like, obviously you do it, and then you end up getting bits of cigarette ash in your mouth and all, you know, that way. Whatever way they made it, it really made me want to heave, like.
You're supposed to have water in your bunk so you don't get the cherry.
Yeah.
I think I probably did it for badness, knowing that it was my first attempt, like.
Yeah,
Well,
most
I-
likely.
Ice water in your bunk is the best.
Could need to be about 4,000 feet, by the way, lad, for the mountains up there. Well, it'll be about 3,000.
Wait, how come you guys are like to my left? I'm following the route, and
But
Oh, the wind is blowing us, that's why.
yeah, I'm at 199 now. Well, 200.
204. But
see.
I'm just saying I followed the route from the flight plan. I'm like all the way east of you guys. Well, a couple are like on my line, but
I was actually talking to the author Little Map there the other. It's quite cool, like. So I'm thinking at point 7 we'll take a wee break for water and necessities, and so he can have his pong and everything
Yeah.
else.
that'd be nice.
No, I smoke it the old Dutch way, long paper and a carton tip.
Rat
Three,
oil and Keith.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, quarantine was not good for my Keith deposit.
Probably not good for the probably not good for the dealer side of your living expenses either.
Oh no, for my dealer it was great, trust me.
Oh no, I meant your earnings from it. I thought you may have, you know, like done a bit.
Yeah.
We do it one.
This
Oh,
might
sorry.
go ahead.
1-6. Are we going in on? Or?
1-6 will probably be easier. 3-4.
I think it's looks like a crosswind no matter what, though.
Yeah.
I actually might have to switch to clear skies, but I'm not actually.
I'm just getting clouds around the tops of these hills as well.
And you're on that other weather system, aren't you, man?
I'm just on standard Microsoft, whatever weather.
Alright, right. Did they fix that, the time delay thing on the proper one yet?
Oh, the winds get nasty over the hills.
Yeah, I might have to switch to guys, but it looks not. I can't see the, like, we should see the runway or something behind,
Some
like.
nice lakes, but no, visibility is low.
Know what the ceiling is. Yeah, lads, if you want, you can switch over to clear skies.
Nah, it's fun like
Nah, you can make it through this.
Yeah.
I'm keeping bare far conditions. I'm seeing 50 feet off the ground. I can see it there.
Once we have our Garmin, we'll go to cockpit view.
Is there some big wall that was built by like the Romans or something, like where all these mountains? Because I see it like on the ground.
No, that's probably Microsoft just got the Great Wall of China confused.
Just put it a couple of miles away from anything.
Maybe if we go down to that valley, Gonzo, maybe you can see where the runway is from there. At least we can see the sort of edge of the, you know what I mean, without hitting the mountains. Because there'll always be two sides to the valley. And then the sheer wall of death as you come up to it. Nah, visibility's rubbish here, lads.
It would be so funny if you suddenly get contacted by the tower and you can hear Cheech and Chong sitting in there.
Could you imagine doing this with VMR? Like, I can see better of a clearance, lads. It's okay, the clouds seem to be breaking around the airport. We probably will have to do like a loop round to slow down. Yeah, you can go down, lads. It's the Argyle airstrip. Just choose whatever runway you think is safe for you to land. To the point. Welcome to our weather.
Is it grass or asphalt or what we got?
Grass.
Grass, okay.
Make it harder to see
I
again.
think I see it. It's on the right side of a road. Okay. Left side of the road. I don't know.
Yeah, I see it.
1,000-year smog back. Like, you think about it, that's been a scary time for England and London. Like.
Oh yeah, the Great Smog. Yeah, I heard.
Is it grass or ass?
Not much of a strip, is there?
That's just basically
Quite
it.
long.
500.
I crash here, Gonzo, you can't hold it against.
Oh, okay. I think I see it now.
Hear the winds and like.
Oh, Archie's making a nice approach. Oh no, now he's going back up.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Give me a second.
True Aussie accent, like if you ever heard one.
I'm not Australian, Kiwi, but thanks.
Alright. It's like causing, that's like causing Northern Ireland or Ireland. But
Yeah, really
Come
two
on,
different things.
his name is Archie Gaming NZL.
fly through the trees. Oh, there's not a
Oh
house there.
shit. Frame rate.
Raider 3-sit.
Landed that on a dime.
Oh, don't tip over.
It's crazy how much the wind affects the plane on the ground.
Or stop.
Yeah, that too.
Maybe we gotta go to the end and take off back off the other way. It's an uphill. It's like,
Alright, hell is going for the best.
oh, we landed downhill. That was
Wait, so we're taking off uphill or downhill?
Downhill would be easier, I think. Up to you.
Probably.
Stay down below the clouds downhill. Like if you go uphill, you're going to be in the clouds straight away.
Just seems like his planes can take off so quickly that it might not even matter.
Self-preference.
Yeah. It's a general way of handling
Actually quite proud of landing there. I thought I was going to go tip something that one like at least. Okay, so bit of history around Cross McGlen. Like, there used to be a famous checkpoint there, an army checkpoint. There was a few incidents there. Big famous shooting that happened between the soldiers and a checkpoint there. That's been in the news for years and years, and all the army has quite a big presence down there, so it does even to this day.
That was like during the Troubles?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wasn't that the event that Bloody Sunday was based on?
No, that was actually based on the bog side of Belfast, so that's actually closer to where I live. I live about 15-20 minutes away from Belfast. I was there today actually in Belfast, and that's basically in the heart of Belfast, so it is. It's called the bog side, which is quite a charming name for an area. That's what we nickname it, like, you know. Right, is everyone? I see someone in the air, but I don't know if they're with us. Alright. Right, if everyone's ready then. Flaps 1. Full power, and we'll be going out of the heading of 269, and you'll go on to basically take a right.
Wow. I don't know what the fuck happened.
The wind got him right away.
Backing up.
All else fails, just pull up and this plane flies.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna make that wasn't happening.
So you basically wanna go on ahead of 269.
What?
269.
What?
69.
Oh, okay. 69.
Am I cracking up for you or something?
No, I think he's just taking the piss.
Yeah. At least I wrote it down in the freaking notes. And
He just kept wanting you to say 6-9, mate. That's all he wanted you to do.
Oh, he did. But the good thing about the 69ers is it's one of the footballers teams, isn't it? What are they? Is that the Dolphins?
My call sign in this game is FUBAR69.
Aim, cloud, and visibility is basically shit. Typical. But you know.
So any of you guys have almost full rudder or full trim down just to stay at a level flight right now?
Yep.
Yeah, the trim.
Full left rudder. I can kind
got-
of stabilize that actually.
I think Nova's got a bit trimmer shoes. He's up and down
that was
1,000
rough.
feet.
Yeah, I almost crashed. You see, that's why I play with realistic crash sound on, because at least it like really inspires you to make the right decisions about what to do.
Oh yes, some real
Oh shit!
now.
Yeah, I like slammed on it. I realized my plane was like going to the left, and I rudder couldn't stop it, so I just slammed on the brakes in the nick of time.
You guys really like your
What?
north-south airports here in this part of the country, don't you?
You get to tell you, Gonzo, that's why it's called Northern Ireland, mate.
Yeah, so the signs that said "Welcome to Northern Ireland," they like they vandalized. They "Welcome to One Ireland."
Oh, he's getting in there. He's getting in there. Listen. They that I have the problem either emigrating to England or emigrating to America.
So when I come to Ireland for holiday, I'll just find all the signs and just spray paint. Just have Ireland and get rid of the northern part. Is that what you want me to do?
No.
I heard a yes. Wait, so which part? Are you in the North Ireland or
I'm in the north,
Ireland,
yeah.
Ireland?
I'm in which is considered UK soil.
It's like one whole country. You got two different lots of angry people on one island.
UK soil.
Wait, are you pretty soon gonna need a passport to go to Ireland?
He said
Yeah,
he said it's
basically.
UK soil in case Kevin was listening.
Yeah, but I'm saying that after Brexit, don't you need a passport to go to Ireland?
No, not at the minute, but there is going to be checkpoints again. So there is.
Yeah, but I
At
thought
the
that,
minute.
yeah. Yeah, but you have like basically businesses that are like right on the border that you basically people like that live in Ireland do all their business in Northern Ireland. That's gonna really curtail them.
I saw one good one on
It's
the news.
more-
It's a truck like garage and it's literally got a gate on both sides.
Yeah, there's a
Well,
restaurants in between Belgium and Netherlands that they have to move their tables over a certain time because they're not violate the rules. There's like just really crazy border lines that were drawn centuries ago.
Basically, it was a businessman, you know, because of the line of the lorries in France. He got into business with portable toilets, and he's making a killing, like obviously 20p to go to the, you know, 50p or whatever it is to go to the bathroom, you know, like, you know, and he's lined up all these portable toilets in France where the truckers are, you know, and he's making a killing.
Yeah. Yeah, here in New York, you just can't go to the bathroom unless you're doing business at whatever place you're at, and then you can use their bathroom if you're like eating at a restaurant there. But the public bathrooms are not really a thing here.
Yeah,
Definitely think in
They're why
Zealand,
everyone just
though.
shits on the
Zealand's
street.
got great public bathrooms. They got whoever's Kiwi here. I mean, your country's got some great public bathrooms. I'll admit.
Mate, we've got like 5 to 10 of them just in my city alone. And it's not even a big city.
Like here,
And even then, you can go into places and be like, hey, you know, use it.
Yeah, you
Australia
can sort of
has
do that
the-
here if you know what you're doing, but it's
Australia's got the worst public bathrooms. You might encounter a spider, a snake, anything that kills you pretty much.
Crocodile,
whatever.
stingray,
Well,
etc.
what state? Depends what part of Australia. If it's maybe Queensland, but if you're like in Victoria, maybe not. It might be cleaner.
Okay, even here, just obviously because of the, I just hate bringing it back to it because of the pandemic. There used to be a cubicle down in Ballyclare, which was like 4 toilets, men and women, and basically they've knocked that down now, so they're going to put only 2 single toilets there now. You know, 1 male, 1 female, because obviously you can't have 2 people in at the same time now. You know.
Yeah. Well, you need
That's
3
a
toilets.
hold my beer moment.
What if you're trans?
Pardon?
What if you're trans? You need 3 toilets.
Oh,
Yeah.
over here, it's not as bad over here. Like, you know, obviously the laws only changed, you know, more recently about same-sex and all that there, but for trans persons, actually here, yes, there's still some violence. Like, you probably heard of a her young girl was out with her partner and got beat up, like, you know, there not so long ago, but it's very rare that does happen, like, you know.
Yeah, these helipads below there. You ever see that?
Yeah, I've seen a few helicopter, like, secret objects now and again at some airports, which look like the old Bell 206s, like.
When are they going to bring helicopters into this game? Like, Flux and Shed both.
2022, I believe, is the
2077,
date of
okay.
fair.
By then, I'll be a real pilot.
I won't be anywhere near a real pilot, let alone a learning pilot.
I've done about 80 hours of real flying. Just get
Well, we've got flight training here that you can do, but the freaking cost of it is just expensive.
here to see him, like, it's about $140, I would say, over here per hour.
That sounds about right.
Jesus.
Well, yeah,
That's a lot.
flying, taking time on an airplane. I mean, those hours are costly on an airplane. You know how much like the flight time is like on a P-51 Mustang? It's like $700 an hour for flight time.
The worst is whenever it's around holiday season and you're at the mercy of the airliners, especially at Aldergrove there. Like, they obviously have right of way of traffic. So I was sitting at a holding pattern for at least a good 30 minutes with my instructor, you know, so we got permission to land, and like that eats up fuel, like, you know, so it can be costly, like whenever it's the summer season.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, it's a bank holiday probably.
Yeah, like even around Christmas, it's like you just wouldn't even contemplate going to the airport for a lesson, like. Like, it was cool, whatever the president was visiting over here, our passes actually ended up getting revoked, you know, because they didn't allow student pilots anywhere near, you know, or anything like that whenever Bush was over, or Clinton.
Obama's limo got stuck in Ireland. And it got high-centered. Yeah, it's hard to believe. They actually literally bring the president's limo anywhere they go on a cargo plane. Only have two.
Nuclear Security Summit in The Hague, the school that I was at, is basically receiving delegations Sunday, and we also saw Air Force One coming in. Air Force One does not show up on flight radar. The only reason I knew it was coming in is because they were two Apache helicopters that did show up on flight radar, and they were circling around. But while circling around, they were getting closer to the airport, and that's how I knew that Air Force One was inbound. Then they cut all aerial traffic at Amsterdam Airport for 30 whole minutes, which is for such a large airport crazy.
It doesn't happen for any other person, maybe the Queen, but not even the Queen usually get the whole airport shut down, like maybe a runway, but not the whole airport.
Yeah, no, Obama gets it shut down. And then we also got informed that, because we were informed by US officers for the security protocol as well, and they also told us that there was carrier off the Dutch coast as well. That's how they transport the limos. So they just they take the Marine One helicopter as well. They take the limos all on a carrier, and that's how they do it.
Some of those are
like on a
transported
boat? Like I thought
with
they
the
fly
C5.
them.
Yeah, they fly the
C5
cars.
Galaxies.
Yeah, and the helicopters.
I'd say runway.
Because I know Eindhoven Air Base sometimes receives those aircraft.
It's so crazy how much money gets spent transporting the president. Like the Prime Minister of New Zealand, when she arrives in a country, she gets in a taxi, and that's it.
When Obama went to visit the Rijksmuseum in Amsterdam, the people that live in the direct block of the museum were not allowed outside of their houses.
Runway 36, lads, or 18, whatever you want there, but I'm going for 36.
It was nice as a European to get to see Air Force One, because you don't see that often.
Oh yeah, I mean I've seen the president's limo. Like he drove through New York. I mean everyone was booing, but yeah, I actually literally saw the president's limo driving by once. So he couldn't get. We were waiting to be able to move because he couldn't pass. But I mean, it's like really. I mean, like does Boris Johnson have anything like that when he travels?
He usually has like Jaguars or like a sort of, it's like a black taxi cab, like almost sort of scenario. You know,
they don't like have these cargo planes like C5 Galaxies transporting everything.
No, well, to be fair, they do have the RAF contingent, but it is just standard military planes, you know, usually take them.
Yeah. Right.
I don't think he actually has a prime minister's. Well, he might have a Gulfstream, like, to be fair, but I don't think he has anything.
But is it
especially?
Is this motorcade like 70 different vehicles, including like bomb sniffing, like chemical sniffing trucks in front of it, like 20 motorcycles?
No, No, because like, well, not here anyway, but maybe if he's visiting the States or something, security, but here they would still, like, take out the meal, drops, that sort of thing, you know?
Nah, I've seen pretty much every delegation
Oh, there you guys
of the
are.
world land at that airport that day, and none was as heavily protected as Obama.
Give me a wee second, lads, I'm gonna have to just go around here just a wee bit.
Yeah.
I used to work at the Grand Canyon and I watched Air Force One and Air Force Two come in. Clinton and Gore were doing some protecting of natural parks and stuff. It was fascinating to see those two planes in the motorcades.
Yeah, back then you could probably get a lot closer to them.
How come Don't Crash MP is floating in the air?
The ones that
You guys see
the
that?
most exaggerated though were the Japanese, because
No, I gotta go around.
every delegation showed up with one aircraft, and the Japanese showed up with 2 whole 747s.
Well, that's the same with presidential. I mean, they fly both Air Force Ones, well, it's not so many Air Force One, but they fly 747s.
Oh, guys, that's me
Yeah,
down.
I mean, they actually landed both the Japanese delegation aircraft officially, so there was no decoy aircraft or anything like that. They just literally showed up with so many people that they needed 2 747s.
Well, they always have 2 of them because of the decoy.
Well, decoy also is scared of this.
It's
No,
strange,
no,
though,
no,
because
no,
why
what
would it
happened,
be-
man?
Why would it be the only
There's
decoy?
no knife.
My
Why
God,
would it be the only decoy present then? That's the strange thing, because all the other aircraft, all the other delegations only arrived in a single aircraft.
No, we've just been behind
No,
the tree for a quick peek.
Yep, I crashed. Did I hit the water? Are you kidding me?
I crashed as well into the
That was my third. I was ready to just give up. It was my third try. I wasn't able to get it down.
Right, do you want to all have like a wee 5-minute break or something, then, lads?
I have to reconfigure the little nav map plan and then.
Yeah, the little nav map plan.
Yeah, I'm out of the beer, so I'll chop that spoil.
Take 5 minutes and we'll be right back, alright?
Top up my drink and double that is with you.
I have to restart the whole game actually because the live weather's gone as soon as I leave the flight. Me at least, I don't know why. That's so quiet. Hell.
No, everybody's taking a break.
Yeah, I would,
I'll be
I would
right
not know because I would see everyone like talking, their symbols would light up and then nothing would come out.
This is Diamond, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yep.
Everyone's got their Christmas planes out.
Yes.
happened to you there, Diamond?
No, I'm still rolling though. Just took off again.
Seems to have cleared up a wee bit there, too.
I think my game is not stuck.
Okay.
500.
Can't get more true or north than the next runway setting. Tandragee airstrip.
Yeah, I'm in Hawaii. It's morning here right now, so I got the sun kind of in my face, so it's kind of hard to see.
Tandragee is famous for one of the biggest exports in the world out of Northern Ireland. And if anyone, do you guys have crisps over there, like potato chips?
Yep.
If you've heard of Tato, which make a flavour of crisp called cheese and onion, that's actually where it's made, just at Tandragee Castle. Wait a minute, is that someone getting beer delivered to them by their wife there, by the sounds of it?
Oh, did you hear me?
Oh, maybe.
I think I have my mic keyed.
What have she got done for you? Full barbecue brisket and all?
Yeah,
Okay,
that,
gone from...
that would not happen in Europe. Way too liberal here.
Explain to us UK people, please, what is brisket? Because I still have not got a damn clue.
1 second.
Cheers.
Brisket is a big cut of beef.
Then why the hell did they not say
So
that?
you could compare it to cockery.
Alright.
It's a very fat cut of beef. I think it comes from the rear quarters somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where in the rear quarters, but
You just don't really want to say the arse, do you? Like, you just don't want to say that, like the cow's arse?
it might be from ass. I have no idea. Whatever the case is, it's fatty and it's juicy and it's delicious. And it takes a shitload of time to cook. You're looking at maybe 12 hours, depending on the size of the brisket. You're smoking it.
No, but what?
Yeah, you're making me very hungry, buddy.
All I know is if I ever go to the States, I'm gonna come back with diabetes.
Okay, well that's not that's a little exaggerating, but maybe.
Red meat.
Trust me, I've tried Lucky Charms and Pop Tarts.
I think to be fair,
I already had a problem with those.
I think to be fair to the American thing, our nemesis is chocolate Swiss roll. Those mini ones, you know, the way you get them in a pack of 8s. If you eat them, you're definitely getting diabetes.
No, I do have this weird urge though. Even though I've never been there, I have this weird urge to go to Red Lobster.
You don't need to go to Red Lobster, kid, if you come up to Boston. We have all the seafood up here, kid.
Hope this means Red Lobster.
I have the Mediterranean Sea about 50 yards from my apartment, so yeah, same here.
Does this mean
we don't have Red Lobster up here, kid. They'll be out of business in no time.
Nah,
they have it.
They have the Boston hot dog trucks, don't they?
Where are you that you're 50 yards from the Med?
Huh?
Where do you live?
I live about 60 kilometers north of Alicante.
We need the address.
What country is that?
Spain.
Oh, Spain. Okay, got it.
In between Valencia and Alicante. Like if you
Okay,
look at
yeah.
the map of Spain, you see that like in the east coast, there's like this tip that sticks out from the rest.
Mongoose, as they call it, I think the natives call it, isn't it? Mongoose.
I've been to Tenerife, Malaga, and
All you
Barcelona.
need is all.
Malaga is amazing. That's where I did my training to be a flight attendant. It was a great city.
All you need to know is there's a bar, a rock bar beside where he lives, where this girl Maria broke down Novatrick Park when he was about 10. Well, Spanish women, like, come on.
You guys should come to Boston for some
I don't
seafood.
like them.
And then everybody talks like this, dude.
Providence is where it's at.
Dude, it's not Providence, it's Providence.
Right, oh, I see.
I'm kidding.
Rhode Island, it's its own accent.
Like Peter Griffin.
So we're gonna get high Nova. Or
Lowest is worse though.
Gonzo, I hope you've got plenty of couches, man. Oh, don't tell me you don't know what a couch is. A sofa, a settee, or
a couch.
Couch.
I got a couch. I got 2 couches.
Good, because I'm sleeping on one when I come over.
Bring it on, man.
I mean,
I'll cook you a brisket.
it would be cool to like pick a point that is more or less central for everyone, more or less the same distance, and to just meet.
Just do a Discord world tour. We'll just call around everybody's house.
Sounds good to me. I especially want to go see Gonzo and do some barbecue with him.
I mean, my apartment doesn't have much room, but my family also has a villa with 6 bedrooms, so yeah, that's
Gonzo?
Oh shit, sorry about that.
Gonzo, would you lend me your gun so I can go shooting when I'm over there?
I just got 2, but yeah, you can shoot one.
You ever watch, there's a guy on YouTube and he's hilarious. I know he's not Russian or anything, but he's called FPS Russia. And like he blows up tanks, everything. It's hilarious what they get away with. Like he actually shoots it from Russia because the laws are so relaxed of what they can shoot. You know, but he's like an English fella or something that doesn't, you know, like he's famous.
I laugh so much with Russian road rage videos.
Those are the best.
But they're usually all in BMW. But they're usually all in BMW M5s. That's the only problem.
In Adidas suits as well.
Alright, well, I'm taking off.
So we moving on to the next airstrip here, Nova?
Yeah, we might as well if I'm going back.
Yeah.
This is Flight Sim, isn't it?
It is clear prop, starting and lead.
Oh, wait, you're calling this a sim? That's Fighting Words. I thought this was a game.
Yeah, that's for those kids on Facebook.
Just kidding. I had to leave that here because of that.
Wing stall.
I crashed.
I wanted to do sharp maneuvering too fast.
I'm just gonna meet
Yep,
you tonight.
I report full flap works.
500.
Oh, I was near dying from the drag, of course. Right, so we want to be on a heading of 057 roughly, and it's just going to be a straight in for 01.
Guys, I have some smoke formation in my cockpit. Can somebody do a wing check on me, please?
500.
Flying high.
Oh, it's the clouds. Never mind.
Has anyone tried that boost missions add-on thing yet? The boost
I tried it.
mission?
I
Is
tried
that
it
any good?
when the sim first came out, but I haven't gone back to it.
Yeah. Okay, I just missed. That's why I bought FSX there during the week there. Just how do we go with some of the missions, and I just missed them, you know.
You should try On Air. It kind of gives you a purpose, sort of. If that's
Oh, why that's that passenger thing, isn't it?
passenger, cargo, yeah, whatever.
I mean,
Either one.
I like the landing challenges because that's what I used to love doing in FSX more than the missions. It was for me mostly about the landings. Like I remember that keto approach with the 747 so well. But it's I like how they simplified it in this game because it's just straight away, boom, final approach or a long approach, and then final, and it's straight into that. So that's nice.
If you go above to
Breaking up there.
say if you go above 2000, forget about visibility there.
I'm at 2-3 and I'm in clear skies right now.
Are you?
Yeah. Currently.
Yeah, we got some storms here, but nothing major.
It's okay. I was instructed by Stevie Wonder, so I'm sure I'll be fine.
No way.
Don't ever mess about Stevie Wonder. Don't.
Hey, have you ever seen his wife?
Oh no, I love his music.
Neither did he. Oh!
Isn't she right?
I remember there used to be this page on Twitter called Helen Keller, and then it would just be tweets like, such a beautiful day today, and then she would just post like a black picture.
Oh, windmill.
I saw Stevie Wonder play. It was actually in Spain, so it was, Alex. I saw him play in Spain, actually at the hotel we were in. I went outside, I kept on hearing this fella at the piano, and all the same sort of moves as Stevie Wonder would, and I went down and lo and behold, it was actually him. He was staying in the penthouse of whatever hotel we were at the time.
Hey, Nova, observed 3. Repeat yourself, but are we going in for 0-1 or 1-9?
0-1, do magnetic north.
0-1. Alright.
I'm getting really cloud coverage here.
Yeah, I'm down at 11 and it's hazy.
Made it through the windmill.
If you guys watch the live stream
Yeah,
that I posted, you'll see the weather on my side. It's nothing too bad. It's mostly cloudy though.
I'll still get a 26 knot crosswind.
Yeah. Coming out from 231.
For me, it's 32 knots.
My pass it down. I was bumping up to 39. Just must be where you are. 32.
It's 34, 33. Okay, it's going back and forth here. So I don't really know what it is.
Wind changes.
Yep. We usually have 7 seasons in one day, or what is it, 6 seasons in the like.
Oh yeah, experience the same in Holland. You would get rain, snow, hail, everything in the same day.
Oh, that's why.
Sounds like New England during the winter time.
If you're low to the ground, it's about 24 knots, but as soon as you get up near 600-700 feet, it starts to jump up to 31, 32 knots.
And this is another grass strip, by the way, gents.
Okay. I see riders over there already.
Yeah, oh
Spawn.
shit! I don't know what the fuck is going on.
If we ever get pulled out of monetization, we'll know why.
I'm gonna have to
Lost
return
in
the
the
quarter
clouds here.
pedals. They're just not. Like I put them all the way to the side, and I still go off the runway. It's like it's crazy.
Are you sure it's a rudder pedal? Try with no wind. I guarantee you it's probably the wind.
It's
fucking
Oh, that's a lot to do with it, but these
It
rudder
might
pedals
be.
should be good enough to count
Yeah,
on it.
mine's a bit old.
But yeah,
I mean, he said he didn't know what's going on, so it might just be.
but yeah, after 2 crashes, I just gave up and went to the next airport after crashing twice. It was just getting to be too much. And
Try flying at clear weather and see if that
try
fixes your rudder.
finding a pass so the live weather does not work after I exit a flight. How about if that can fucking be thatched, you know?
Landing at Red Rock Airstrip.
Correct.
Except there isn't even much of an
Zero
airstrip. there. The airstrip's not even there.
Yeah, I don't see it. Where'd it go?
It's sort of in between the trees, this one, if I remember rightly. See where that wee house is?
Yeah, it's there, but it's very tiny.
I'm just following all the lights in the sky and seeing where they go, because I can't find it.
God, that's a big crosswind.
Guessing this is it right here.
Yep.
Knighthood
Right
just
behind that
blew
little
over.
brown house. In the trees.
Well, Nova's bit the dust again.
I've gone into the trees as well.
Give me
Gosh.
2 seconds, squad, so respawn.
Is this one that Kevin picked?
It was just on the route. I think I picked it, so I can't blame him for everything. Give me 1 second, man.
Try that again.
Was it tough?
It's not too bad from this end.
Yeah, flying into the right.
What was next?
That's my ground speed's 47. My actual is 50.
I think then if that's the case, we'll take off from 1.6 then, yeah? Or 1.9, I mean.
It'll be uphill.
And you won't have the crosswind in that, do you?
We don't really need the speed to take off. It's strong.
Yeah, I'm putting back in now. 1 second.
There was no tree there. Nobody saw that tree.
I sort of end up careening off the runway. I guess if that starts to happen, just keep going. At that point.
Yeah.
That was my mistake. I tried to stop, and then the plane couldn't stop to take off, and then I hit a tree.
Yeah, I went way off the runway. I think the other way around was probably the right approach. 19 probably would have been a nicer approach.
Yeah.
Because the wind blew me right off the runway into the woods.
Yeah, exactly. So I had.
I think it's downhill too.
That's more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goose made it down, but he's like in the middle of the runway at the minute, whatever's happened to him. I'm just behind you, lad. Just wait until people are down.
Ouch, Greg.
Of course, this could be just someone's backyard and we've just decided to land. Imagine if 16 airplanes just showed up at your back
Just
door.
turn up in your back paddock.
I see a guy running at me with a shillelagh. Should I be concerned?
I just got a potato thrown at my aircraft. Not sure if that's normal.
Leprechauns everywhere.
What's a shillelagh? Is that a pitchfork?
No, that's the southern
Like
island
little-
for leprechauns.
It's like a little wooden stick, isn't it? Like with a little ball
see,
under they hold it. They fuck you up with
Probably
this.
have,
G-spot ticket.
problem we have here is with America is it's got such a strong link to Southern Ireland, you know, break all up by Northern Ireland. I think everyone's down, aren't they?
I like me some redbreast. You got redbreast over there, Nova?
Red breast chicken way or what? Or
And the whiskey.
probably I would be a drinker like, so I wouldn't be your man for asking. So if everyone's ready, clap 1. And we're going to Top Degree Airstrip, heading 057. Might need 2 flaps if you want for this. See, to be honest, if you have 3 stages, the plane just left us herself, like.
Oh man, that was close.
And it's 057. You're the one.
Alright.
14 nautical miles roughly.
My plane is looking so festive.
Looks like we got a windmill up here
Although
for
I
you,
don't-
Gonzo. Should be at 57, right straight ahead at 57 heading.
Fairly cleared up there as well.
55 degrees, roughly, give or take.
I am scanning.
Do you see me on the map? It's straight in front of me.
What's your tag again?
Seagull Zoom.
Okay, yeah, let's see.
Yeah,
Oh, you know what? I see it now. It's way up there.
I'm gonna fly right into it. I'm gonna be like a bug into a bug zapper. It's so beautiful. I can't help it.
Oh, it's not far away.
Yeah, we're only about 14 miles. I'm a wee bit behind you there, just.
3.5, right? Oh, this is asphalt. Really
Yeah.
short, but asphalt.
Yeah, 930 feet.
Dude, it's actually like a really, really short airstrip in the middle of Cairo, Egypt.
Yesterday I found the thinnest airstrip ever in Venezuela. Like, thinnest asphalt.
On par sort of scenario.
Was it thinner than Copahassett in Massachusetts? That's the shortest runway I've seen so far.
It was I think a third of Douglas runway. In width.
Oh wait, that can't be it. No. Seems like there's a runway right in front of me, but it's probably something else.
Yeah, there was one slightly before it, I think. Just it looked like a farmer's field with a bit of cement on it, like, type of thing.
Yeah, well, it's like a car park.
Yeah, it was very deceptive. It looked like it, but it wasn't it.
Yeah, but
Oh!
I just got chopped in half.
Which runway we got here, Nova?
3-5 line or something.
Oh crap! I gotta bear big right turn then. Oh.
Yep.
I was gonna come in on I think it's 12. No, it's 11. No, 12. No.
Well, you can almost do 12 and just run all the way down.
Or is it 17? I can't tell.
Oh, the little knob map covers it.
17.
17.
I don't even see the strip. Is that it's asphalt? Oh, there it is.
It's claimed to be asphalt, but I don't think it is. Yeah, it's asphalt in name only, because it's really narrow asphalt.
Probably a crop dusting field.
Oh shit, I gotta abort. I couldn't stick it.
And they got power lines right over here near the end of the runway as well. It's crazy.
It's my fourth missed approach today. I couldn't do it.
Oh, it's okay, man.
500.
Just wait. Like, if you're anything above like 40, you're not landing. It's like I can't, because I have to be like completely straight until I hit the brakes. I try to hit the brakes and anything that's not straight in a tail dragger, you're gonna wipe out. You're gonna nose over. I mean, I know you can counter that, but
Yeah, with winds, this is definitely the hardest event so far.
Knew you would bring you something special, lads. Our weather is something of uniqueness, like.
oh, I don't know if you saw my post that when they had a snowstorm in New York, it showed up as rain
Oh,
in New York in the live weather.
We can do a crosswind challenge with runway in the 74 or something like that. It should be fine.
I wonder if you got that only because the weather showed up as above freezing on the game server.
I don't know.
Because I got snow.
Oh, you did? It actually did snow in the game?
Well,
Online weather?
Yeah. But it wasn't realistically snowing, it was just on the ground but with no precipitation.
Yeah. Wait, I think we gotta take back off the other way. Go to the end.
Yeah, probably more likely.
Talking from 17 or
1-7.
35.
Take off.
Nova coming down the panel.
Probably you can actually make it on the street.
2 tires.
That was a bounce.
Still 2 tires. None, she's cool.
My game locked up.
Yeah, sometimes it just stops, but
Because probably, to be fair, they probably don't have the same servers for this area. Like, I think it actually goes down to the area you're flying into, like.
somebody's in the air. Like, I guess they have the wrong elevation data.
Don't crashes in the air.
I thought everyone down now. Besides, don't crash.
Well, don't crash, I believe, is on the ground.
Just high.
I am on the ground, but it looks like it out the window anyway.
This will be Tarzan Lane Microlights. It's one of the first microlight centres in Northern Ireland, basically. Just for anything small, like, so if you were going hot air ballooning or anything like that, you would go here. So, yeah, not yet. Are you still loading in? You okay there?
Yeah.
Everyone ready to go? Yep.
Ready.
Right, full power, flaps. Nah, I see what you said instead of like that.
Yeah, I don't know, I was like shuffling my feet with the rudder pedals there.
What ones did you get? Have you got the Logitech ones? Because that's what I got.
Thrustmaster.
Logitech Nightec.
Thrustmaster.
Alright.
The new ones or the old ones?
I don't know. I have the box somewhere. Well, once I get on autopilot, I'll look and tell you. Well, actually, I'm not gonna be because this is a short flight, a short leg to the next one.
Yeah, it's only 8 kilometers, man.
The first time my game's crashed in a long time.
Nova, I need to know, which restaurant in this upcoming city has the best hamburger?
Having a baldy clue. I've never visited in my life. The best hamburger though, if you're talking hamburgers, would be Newton Ards Road, and it's called, what's the stupid called? Cathy's, I think it is, or something like that, and it's the best burger you'd ever get. Fried onions are gorgeous, and the red sauce and everything.
I think I might get a hamburger for dinner tonight.
Good quarter pounder. You need a good cut of
Wait,
beef.
so it sounds like we got a tailwind from the way we're heading, so we might have to go a long right base back into the, go around so you can land.
Yeah, you could do 1.5, like, easy enough if you want to, and then just
Should.
do 1.5, and then we could take off from
1-7. We'll see. I don't know. Is there like, is it flat or is there a hill?
I don't know. It's going to be an interesting approach here.
So we're going
Hopefully the wind won't
1-6.
blow me off the one right again.
Oh, it will.
Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing to the right over here? Is it like a drag strip, or is that actually like maybe a runway there?
Or you see,
Grass
just
strip.
That's a
Yeah,
strip
kinda
down
good.
there.
see what you find is there's still a lot of bases that the RAF use over here, obviously, because they're on board.
Talking about the one along the river, correct?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's planes down there.
Archie's taking the land. Yeah, there's planes parked down
Oh
there.
no, that's where we're landing.
Yeah.
Oh wow, it came right
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, I was wondering where you guys were all going. I'm like, am I at the wrong airstrip?
And I have to warn you, brake and make sure you brake, or else you'll be in the drink.
Landed people right next to the gas pump to fill up.
I love how I inadvertently found the runway.
Yeah, me fooled. I was like, oh yeah, look at that. That's a strip down there. Planes and everything.
What's the strip and not the grass console, right?
Alright.
You just want to twist fine, lads, we can just take off from
Yeah, might
34.
as well. Yeah, they don't get any easier. Well, towards the end it gets a little bit.
Next leg is over water.
Yeah.
Let's go water ski.
So you've got the new shoes on, don't you?
I don't know if they are. I picked them, but who knows?
That's it. Probably just shows the standard wheels, like it's probably just the fact you can land
Yeah.
on water, maybe.
I used the new plane last night, and literally it's just you just land on the water and you basically just ski across it with just the large tires.
Plane is that?
Savage Carbon.
Right,
Oh, is that what the Tundra tires are for? I thought
Yeah.
they were for the X stuff.
Yeah, I think Archie is flying it right now, the new one.
Yeah, those
Which
are
one's that, sorry?
If you wanna-
It feels weird to the landing.
if you want to change into your EC plane going, you could always do it. Right, this will be heading of 337 once we're out of here, just straight runway heading, and then we'll be going for 2.3 nautical miles, and then it
23.
We lost it.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, there's only a 1 knot crosswind at the minute, so either runway is fine. So if you want to go ahead and put your flaps and full power. And take ahead in the 337. Or if you want, take a heading of true north and then go over the Now, you see, a lot of problem with Northern Ireland is it tends to import a lot of American restaurants, so what we would have is, I don't know if you have them over there, we would have like Blue Chicago, we would have Frankie and Benny's, and then we would have Hard Rock Cafe, you know, things like that over here a lot, you know.
Frankie and Benny's.
Even though Frankie and Benny's would not qualify as good food.
I've actually eaten there, so I know.
And you survived?
Yeah, but
Hard Rock Cafe's all over the world.
Most disgusting Italian food I ever tried. No, the most disgusting one was Jamie's Italian in Oxford. That one.
Mr. Oliver? You're flat fasting Mr. Oliver's restaurant?
I'm a Ramsay fan, but no, seriously, Jamie Oliver's Italian in Oxford.
Ramsay's an arrogant wee fucker.
Wait till you guys try Olive Garden. That stuff's good.
There is an Olive Garden over here, I think there's only one though.
Soup salad breadstick. Wow.
There's someone going for a COVID test on Monday.
Oh, good. Frankie Benny's was not that great. I mean, places I liked in England, one I really enjoyed is a small chain of restaurants called Buddy's USA. I'm not sure if you know it.
You see, I think that's the...
I lost you there.
Your mic is crapping out and over.
Oh, is that it okay now?
Yeah.
I say, we English people tag American restaurant names and then we ask the Americans and they say, nope, we never heard of it.
Then one really good burger place in the UK is Byron Burger. They're quite nice.
Five Guys would be good.
Of course, Five Guys in London, but the waiting line is always...
And a rip-off. If the only place I know charges £5 for a milkshake.
Yeah. I mean, London, everything is expensive, so you get used
I wasn't happy with Five Guys. I went there and ordered the burger, and I had them put bacon on there, and that was the worst bacon I've ever tasted. I mean, how the hell do you screw up bacon?
That's why I usually just get a little cheeseburger, lettuce, tomato with onion, and then some barbecue sauce, and throw some jalapenos on there. That's how I take it.
See, to be fair, I go to the butcher and get like good steak burgers and good like. All we would have to spend on steak in the UK to get a good cut is about maybe £10 to £15. But even in our shops in Asda, you can get a good cut steak for maybe about £4 or a £5. Wouldn't you agree about it?
Yeah, you can get a decent one for between 5 and 10 quid.
So if we ever go to the Novas, you know what he's gonna make us? He's gonna make us all steak burgers.
Oh yeah, I don't really know it.
But for me, by far, best place I've eaten in the UK is this chain of Caribbean restaurants called Turtle Bay. And they are seriously great food. And you will walk out of there drunk for sure. You go in the happy hour, you get cocktails 2 for the price of one, and yeah, you're walking out of there drunk. So
you know what I would love to do? I'd love to go to Gordon Ramsay's kitchen while he's on the kitchen, and then send the food back. just to see his reaction and say, that was fucking disgusting, that's the worst fucking food I've ever tasted in my fucking life.
Yeah.
And see how he likes it for a change, like, you know.
Yeah, I do love watching it though. He's just so direct. And sometimes the how do you say, the metaphors he uses for the food are just wonderful.
He's an absolute fucking legend.
Like, there's one episode he made this girl
But he can be an art imposter too.
There's one episode he made this girl put a piece of bread on either side of her head and say, I'm an idiot, Santa.
Oh, in Hell's Kitchen, yeah, I watched that one. It was so funny. Or that one...
And she was actually saying...
Yeah, and then there was that one where that lady like was whistling at him and shit, and he's like, oh yeah, he's like, I'm not a dog, you're looking more like a dog, and the customers just stand there in absolute shock with him calling her a dog. Because she was fucking whistling at him.
Yeah, no, so some of them are actually racist. Like, in the early days, he let out a couple ones that were actually so vile but funny.
Oh, and by the way, Australia did not invent MasterChef or Gordon Ramsay, just to make sure you know that in the US. It was the UK that invented MasterChef.
Gordon Ramsay is not leaving a single dime to his children.
Oh, I sure they've all got their own wee businesses, but I am bloody sure at the age of 10.
I was about to say, some of them have already had some success, no? Or am I thinking, are they still young? I can't remember.
They're still young. I think there's one eldest.
I'm sure they're gonna follow in his footsteps. Like, imagine his kids, like, being young kids in a kitchen, like, screaming at grown adults.
They're just
do
trying to
their
make
jobs
their
right.
parents, just trying to make their parents breakfast in bed. They bring in, breakfast, and he throws it at them. This is shit.
This fucking Lyle, who makes French toast like that? Get out of my room.
Good lad, telling your daddy not to swear at Gunsel's kid. Good boy.
I think that chicken restaurant.
Did I?
I heard that. Did he say bad daddy there or something, was it?
And yeah, no, he gets mad at me when I curse.
Yeah, here now saying it even more. Good boy.
You tell your kid to leave the room, they're going to say, like, you know what, just go away, we don't need your input.
He's over here playing Xbox.
He's your vision of Gordon Ramsay, isn't he?
Did he get the Xbox Series X did I?
No. He doesn't even know about that.
I got
Yeah,
one
we're
of
just
those.
not going to say that.
Runway 05, probably the best lads, and it's only a 2-knot crosswind anyway, so should be alright.
Easy is.
Sure, I'm showing 33 coming up from 233.
Are you? I'm a...
Gonzo, you're way up high though.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Let nav map showing 2 knots for me, like.
I'm
23.
1300 foot
Let me
and
get down.
17 knots from 223.
900 feet and 10 knots.
I'm at 2,300 feet, still showing 2 knots on the nav map.
Something's wrong, because I was at the same altitude showing 30 knots.
Well, it's showing 273 magnetic, 2 knots. Screenshot it, please.
I mean, it depends, because I'm not sure. Sometimes I think this sim might actually be recording the speed of gusts and not the actual wind speed.
Don't forget, we're backtracking to earlier in the day, so how that works, you know.
Earlier in the day, I was like, it's only morning for me. Because you guys will all be like afternoon and evenings time right now, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but
3:30 ET over here.
Yes.
you see the best export we made, and it was like the stop camera action, and like
10:30 in the morning.
version
Yeah.
Gonzo, got some windmills here for you.
Oh, you're way over there.
I have a feeling Northern Ireland's going to be the guinea pig for this no petrol cars in 2030. They're planning is that you can't buy a petrol car in the year 2030. You have to go.
That's the same here too. Probably worldwide.
I'm sure that'll really happen. Nah.
It needs to get the cost down. Like a basic electric car. Like even if you look at the Peugeot, which is French made, it's still 25,000 for a base model, even before government discounts. Right? You know, people don't have that sort of cash about.
That's cheap. Yeah. I don't know what the conversion is, but 25,000 for a car, that's cheap.
Oh, speaking of that, did anyone ever use like your rudder pedals for this in a racing game as foot and gas, as gas and brake?
Nope.
I'm pretty sure mine has a setting between flight mode and race mode, driving mode.
I was actually looking at the set of the Logitech today. I was near actually thinking of picking one up, you know, just to get it. But I used to love Colin McRae racing, you know, in the old days on the Sega and all, and then Dirt 5 is really good at the minute, you know. I was thinking of picking up a racing plane.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can either go 0-5 or whatever, just stop halfway. It's 1,000 foot of runway anyway.
Are we landing this?
Yep.
Oh, is Engine Goose going down on it right now? Yep. That's a strip right there.
Big diamond's almost near too there.
Grass strips are hard to tell from just the other grass everywhere else.
Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah.
Luckily, I see it. The problem is, I don't think I'm slow enough. Oh, never mind.
There's 3 legs left.
Yep. Going to the next one's your favourite, the skydiving centre. Throw yourself out of a perfectly good airplane. What mood got out of?
Go Archie, resets.
That wasn't hard.
And he mowed the tree.
Between the trees, even.
It's okay, your zebra plane is just a little bit shy, you know, it's okay, it happens in the wild.
It's not used to other colours.
Might have spotted Steve Irwin, you know, because he will pretty much grab anything no matter how they...
Is it not his...
Nah, he grabbed stingrays.
Is he... No, is it has some in it?
I mean, in the end,
Yeah.
he did live up to his name, because it wasn't the crocodile that killed him.
No, it was stingray. And now his son's doing everything that he was doing, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I follow him on Instagram, actually, and his daughter as well.
It's pretty fit, eh?
Also, we can twist around here and just take off from here, right?
Well, Charlie Fox ground, full tip.
Lost control.
Is that you that crashed into the building? Oh,
Completely lost control.
the wind got you.
Charlie Fox had like a barrel spin fall into the sky.
Look, I've had that spiral happen crazy.
It's the first time I've actually seen it in game, which is pretty impressive.
I didn't bring the landing gear up, that's a problem.
Just 2 more chops and then that's us.
Roger.
Just twist yourselves right there and sure we'll head off in this direction.
I got a gingerbread house to build later.
He really is your
Oh yeah, he is. He's my mini-me.
All I gotta do is my nephew's birthday afternoon, and that's about it.
Did we all make it successfully or did someone crash with it here?
I crashed twice. Can't get it under control.
That's an overachiever.
I'm not sure if Charlie Fox is with us, but he's just currently
No.
halfway down the road.
I think he's crashed a couple of times, and he's crashing again.
I can't get it.
Okay.
I can't control it. Something's gone wrong.
He's over there, like, landing around in the bushes.
Right, well the next one is the Causeway Airfield and it's roughly 11 nautical miles away. And the causeway is basically the Giant's Causeway, the old folk tale of 2 big giants brought over rocks from somewhere and dumped them around the north coast and everything, and this is where that is. So, if everyone's ready. Flaps 1, full power. And let her rip. That's a very famous saying over here, Gonzo, let her rip.
Let her rip. Yeah.
That's when you're driving with an Evo in Belfast when you're 21.
I say that when I got gas. Let her rip.
Yeah, same saying here.
I'm literally just about to say the same thing. I think we have a different term. We have a different definition for a little rip.
You guys, I think it's Cletus McFarland. He says let her rip sometimes.
Cletus, are you talking about like
There's a couple of them.
in the band of Cletus?
There's actually a windmill.
No, Cletus McFarland. YouTube.
Alright, we'll have to check it. Ever watch Schmiel on YouTube if you like your cars?
Shmee! My kid hates Shmee. Whenever I watch Shmee, he gets pissed off.
You know who he's the son. You know who he's the son of?
Who's that?
Schmiel. Like, you know how he has his millions? It's not because of the cars. It's because of daddy's money. His daddy owns Burberry. You know, all the posh
Oh, no
Benz
shit.
clothes.
Yeah, no way. Really?
Yep,
Okay,
yep.
well, that makes sense because he does have quite the car collection.
Yeah, oh yeah. Did you see Bobby on ahead? I think they were doing it there the other week on YouTube, I think.
No, which?
Gumball Rally. It's like a London version of the American thing.
Oh, no, I missed it.
I've seen the cars at Amsterdam being shipped to the Gumball Rally, so I saw gold-plated Rolls Royces, Aston Martin, but like literally gold-plated, and they were all like driving into the airport cargo terminal.
Like I was looking at it. It's still it's still as dear as American because it costs like something like 50,000 euros or something to enter into it and all this. Obviously, they get sponsors to pay them, you know, like and stuff. But it's still as dear as the American one. You have to drop a lot of money to get in on those things.
Yeah, but if you have cars like Aston Martins and Lamborghinis,
that's chump change.
Yeah.
Gonzo, I've got 2 windmills for you, buddy.
I'm heading straight towards a
0
2
to
right
0.
now.
There's 6 of them in total. Oh no, there's a big field of them on the far left. It's actually due north. You can see all of them on the horizon.
I think Northern Ireland probably, well, along with down south, will probably be one of the first countries that could achieve 0 emissions, you know, like if we put our hearts to it, like, you know.
Yeah. Oh, see those windmills, man. I used to have a race in GTA Online called Slice and Dice, where it's like you fly these airplanes and you fly them around the wind farm and avoid getting hit by the blades. All the checkpoints are like in the middle of the windmills.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
That was a fun one indeed.
No, I created it. Well, I'm sure many people created races similar, but one of the custom-made races I did.
Was Rockstar verified or no?
I forget. I don't. Probably
If it was
not.
verified, it can put up online for everyone to play, like in the list of the big ones.
Yeah, I think you had to be. It has to really be a hit for that to happen.
I'll swap with here. Yeah.
You need to check the mic, Nova. It's really taking it down.
Yeah, sorry. Can you hear it now? Okay.
Yeah, we lose you halfway through every word.
Yeah. Sorry. No, I'm just saying, I think it would be good if we could sort of like upload flight plans, you know, into it, just so that we could share them, you know, obviously we could share them by Discord, but share them, you know, worldwide, like, you know, through the game, like.
Yeah, I get what you mean. That would be a good idea.
So are we going in for 2.5 or 07?
07 if you want, if you want a challenge, 2.5, but I don't think it's really a challenge at 2 knots if we crosswind.
Yeah, I don't know, for some reason I'm at, what, 600 feet, 900 feet, and I'm still showing 25 knots coming out of 226.
I believe
And you're definitely on live weather still?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm showing about 29 to 30 knots.
Could be my little nav map, like, on the screenshot.
just like drop down your nose, go, put up the speed until it's in the red bar, and then just roughly pull your stick fully back and keep it there. It will do the loop easily.
So this is a little strip, correct?
No, it's only it's 1,000 feet.
Okay. Guessing grass, huh?
Asphalt.
Gives it asphalt. I know in theory you would think it would be grass, like, because it would always be in the skydive center.
Oh, okay, I see it right now.
Yeah, I'm still 5 kilometers out.
I missed it. I was trying to.
That's why I was going so slow. I had flaps on the whole leg.
How could you not notice that? See, that's where little nav map's handy, because you can see the actual pattern entries on it, so you can just usually line it up pretty good. Sometimes it works, like, but you can still overshoot it, like.
I'm gonna redo that one.
Another bad alignment. Fuck.
It's hard.
I got distracted. I got like a fuel imbalance warning, and I got distracted for a second, and then I missed my approach, and then I.
Oh yeah, you
go
just
around enough.
You just reminded me to change my tanks because I'm at 36%.
Nova is just totally taking revenge today for us laughing at his landings.
Yeah, I've only had 2 mishaps.
He is definitely taking revenge today.
Now we know why he lands so bad, though.
Come on, even landed that last one in between the things, and you're still even on it. Even though it was the bounce. I would have gone with the Christmas song, but there you go, like.
Be careful, folks. I can't have copyrighted music in here. Also, mute my Twitch stream.
See, that asphalt I landed.
And Nova even landed centered on the runway, so yeah, it's definitely what was just said. What for
That was
him
a
is
fluke.
what for us is a normal landing. For him is he's not used to that flying.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Nova always lands with full rudder, left or right. Now we know
It's
why.
only because of building, like panic mode. Right. We have 2 more strips. And it's just going to be a straight bank to the right, basically, as soon as we're out of here for a heading of 031. I'm still only showing 1 knot. That's a screenshot of it there, it is. And now I'm showing, if I look at the list, it's showing winds of 199 of 24, but I think that's a little ball.
It's definitely above 1 knot.
There's definitely something going on in my little nav map of the
The
looks
windsock
of
over here is standing straight out. It's better than 1 knot.
I mean, even visually, look at the wind vane right next to the hangar. It's almost fully stretched.
Oh yeah, ripping the building off almost.
Yeah, no, I'm showing 16 knots here on the ground, coming out of 214.
Right, is everyone down then? Yep.
Yep, think so.
Yep.
Yeah, if I take my feet off the brakes, I'm off down the runway, so it's definitely a bit more than 1 knot.
Yeah.
It must be my little nav map then. Now it's saying no wind.
Wait, do we actually see the Giants Causeway or no?
No, not here. That's the next airport.
I'm saying when we get there. I mean,
Yeah, Yep. Let her up. I'd say we'll get a lot more detail like that in the UK scenery pack, hopefully, if they respect Northern Ireland to do the scenery at the same time, you know?
yeah.
Or they might just offend us and do it at the same time as the Ireland pack.
It would be so funny if they do Scotland but not Northern Ireland.
Oh, there'll be
That's not what funny is about.
Trending.
That's not what funny is about.
No.
What do we got? 2934 11.
1-1 is where I'm going.
You could go 1-1 and then taxi to port and then take off 3-4.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
See, there's a lot of abandoned, you know, like that there would even look like an airstrip from the ground here, but there's a lot of abandoned stuff, as I said, because like the RAF would have had a lot of some of these, and then they just sold them off, obviously, whatever they started the Good Friday Agreement, you know, so they just turned into like industrial sites and stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely an old airfield. Like you can see the triangle of the runway.
Yep.
Yeah. That's very common over here, like, so it is. Like, for such a small area, we have so many army bases, like, in Hollywood and Belfast alone, where I actually went for training there for a while. We actually have about 3 army at each other. There's like Palace Barracks, and there's Territorial Army, and then there's no. So, like,
My old firm had a office on Hollywell Street.
right. That's very easy. Missed the call by one. Sorry about that. I should have.
Oh shit! I'm way high. I am going around.
Yeah, get down. This one is a tail with a 20 knots. If you're landing 1-1.
Oh shit! Screw that idea.
Someone said 1-1.
I just put on full flaps and died for it.
You could overstress the aircraft for that.
Oh, come on now, it's a sim, like, you know, that's taking it a bit far.
The wind's getting the better of me on the ground here.
Nova's down.
I definitely did an overstyle landing, then full flaps, full rudder.
If it gets you down, it gets you down. That's a nice wee... Oh, that's nice. You almost got it.
Down, and you might even be able to use the aircraft again.
I hope so.
Yeah, mine is definitely broken.
Now, I said... There is. I'll just come up to you and we'll just take off from up that
That's
end.
be the best way to do it. I think 1-7. Yeah, I think 1-6 is the best place to take off.
Give me a second to get turned around here. Okay, he's all ready. Always easy.
With this much grass around, why do you even bother with numbers? Just
I
take
know
off and point that way.
I feel like going around these airports after and adding runway numbers like to it. In fact, trying to see how to do it. Might be a good introduction to the SDK, I suppose. Right, we're all ready. So we're going to go for a heading of 315 for 9.3 miles. Get your flaps full power and let's do it for one last time.
Damn, yeah, that's over 2.5 hours now.
Flight time was only an hour and 45.
Maybe time actually in the air, not counting the brakes.
We need 3. Got far out. Gonzo just goes for the water. You can follow that like if you want to the mouth, and then you could do a 12 right landing.
Kind of windy to be fun on the river, but see what I can do.
Let's go for it.
And we'll just go in for a 1-2 landing over the water. Definitely something up with my map is still saying 2 knots.
Yeah, I'm getting 20 knots at like 200 feet.
Yeah, that's, I'm at 80 feet and I've got 20 knots, so.
Well, this river banks up on the left. You see it? Like, it's like climbing the hill.
Do we want to know why Nova's wind was setting into?
Please tell us why.
Because you were unclear, you bastard. You were unclear.
when I rejoined, obviously at that airport where I went tits up, I forgot to change it back to live weather.
Yeah.
Leave
I'm
it
showing
blind
26 knots.
to win, you bastard.
Well, that explains the difference between our landing and Nova's landing.
How do we not? How are you
I'm
not
back in it
picking
now,
up?
and I'll back in it now, and I'll take a screenshot to prove it. Just to, but that's what it was. I was like, this is. I was saying, this is too clear. This can't be right.
Now,
When you so like,
we do have 2 different strips. We have asphalt and dirt. Just saying.
Or whatever floats your.
I'll look for dirt. This is the cut.
well, you know, guys, river runs red. Take.
I'm going for 112, so is that the dirt one? Is it?
Going at 30 right.
Left and right. If you're coming on 12, it would be left. Dirt. Right would be asphalt on 12.
I was going to come out to backtrack to 1-2.
I'm in heaven. There's a river and a windmill.
I have wind, so I will be landing on 30 right.
Did you see the driving circle there back there? We're going, so that's what we call a roundabout. So
Actually, I'm like 20 feet above the river here, so I...
Driving circle, that's the first time I've heard that one.
I think Gonzo called it like a circle or something strange.
Traffic
A roundabout.
Yeah, it's a roundabout here too. The water's very choppy down there too. The water seems to be better here than it was on the last flight, because even Kevin was saying the water didn't look that great. Like, you know, it wasn't like creating waves, but it's really good here.
It's not very flat here, that's for sure.
No.
A lot of wind. There was whitecaps earlier when we went over that bay or ocean or whatever it was.
It was pretty
So
cool.
whitecaps.
We'll really put a bit more detail into the ocean and rivers, etc.
There's a very famous port there to the right there, Portchurch. You'll hear that mentioned quite a lot, like in terms of fishing and stuff like that. You know, that's where like the Navy will need to send us boats if we go to World War with France.
You up ahead of us somewhere or back in the township?
I'm back a wee bit.
Quiet.
I'm fighting this tailwind now. I've just forgot when I reset my journey, obviously, because I pinged that landing that time.
Yeah. No name, we know.
Shall we end this with the Nova traditional landing then?
Rubber side up.
Rubber side up. Rubber ducky side up.
Lost the airport and then I found it right at the last second.
Yeah, it's difficult to spot.
Well, have a think of what our weather's like for whenever I'm flying for real. I haven't flown for a couple of years, but I do want to get back at it. Like, I can still pass the medical at the minute, you know, so I want to get the opportunity while I can, like, obviously. But I'm not long till I complete the PPL, like, if I really put my mind to it, you know. But I don't know how long to keep the hours active for, if you know what I mean.
It would suck if you had to redo all those. I think your hours
Yeah,
stay with you.
I think your hours always stay with you, but obviously your exams and all don't, you know, you just have to redo them.
Sky as well up and running.
Yes.
And then sun right on the horizon as well.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. It's pretty sweet.
There's a bus here to take us to Nova's house.
And I turned the engine off, and then a service guy came out. He's standing right by my plane.
You'd be driving for about 3 hours going from here, man, to my house.
That's a short drive.
Well, in terms of your 40 hours, it probably is.
I drive almost an hour each way to get to work.
Into the field.
Can somebody bring the airport a bit closer? This 25 knot headwinds are like taking a while.
Look at Dennis coming in sideways. Jesus.
Well, Nova's going to try something.
Yeah, your last couple runways where you landed good, we all know your trick.
That was only by accident. I could have stayed quiet the entire journey, and you could have none the wiser. I'm just going to land on the
That was a
field.
nice one.
That was excellent. I saw that. Beautiful.
You guys also have it that your propeller disappears when you shut off the engines. And then reappears.
Because the blades are pointing in such a way that you can't see them from the cockpit.
If you thought Dennis was coming in weird looking,
Lovely landing.
There it is.
Dennis came in sideways, you came in psychoways.
You guys could hear the wind.
yeah, the
Did
sound
you
effects
print
are
it
great.
off?
Like, the sound effects are really good.
Hey, I gotta hurry up.
Someone to commit Harry Carey here with Goggle right now.
Couldn't hit the broadside of the ball.
Nice one, Nova.
Okay, you might have tipped my wing.
Wheeling,
Flight
man.
Nova. I had a great time.
Have a good time.
Yeah,
Flight going.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun, man. Thank you.
Great lads. See you next week. Or see you tomorrow, actually, up in the pal.
See you guys. Have a good one.
See, yeah,
Nice,
yeah.
nice fight, Nova. My first time with the group.
No
I've enjoyed
worries.
it.
Cheers, lads. Thanks very much.
See you again another time.
Thanks, guys. With the
Is it definitely-
TBMs in Nepal.
Is it a 3-hour flight? Like, we're actually going for the full marathon, are we?